Alright guys, so can you give me your names and where you are from?
I'm Broga. This is Dustin Oakley. We are part of Freethinkmedia. We're from Los Estados Unidos, and specifically Washington, D.C.
I'm Dustin Oakley. This is Broga. We're from Freethinkmedia.
Okay, can you explain what you do?
We're filmmakers. We run a new media company, and we're making a bunch of awesome, original documentary web series about human achievement, and the favela here in Rocinha is part of that story.
And how did you get into filmmaking?
By chance.
Has it always been your dream, or?
No. I took a class, and I got hooked, because my professor said, could you imagine walking into work and seeing like Dracula and a werewolf? Like, those are the people that you would work with if you went in the film industry. So that's why I did it. That was it.
And how is Freethinkmedia different from other filmmakers?
Well, we focus on not just great stories, but big ideas. So we like to combine the two and focus on positive stories of human freedom, people overcoming oppression, and we try to deliver some big insight about life in our stories as well. I think that's why we're a little different.
In a very authentic way, we try to really capture the feeling and the moments that we are a part of.
We try to let people like yourself tell the story themselves. We don't want to interject our own voice very much.
And how did you find Rocinha?
Actually, it was, I knew I wanted to do something on favelas and slums in general, and I told my buddy who knew Elliot, who started Favela Experience down here, and he connected me with Rocinha.
And for this, what is the theme of your documentary in Rocinha?
It's called Shadow City Hustlers, and it's about people in shanty towns, slum cities, or as we call them here, favelas, that are making a better life for themselves, contrary to what most people think about them.
And since you've been here in the community a while, what are your impressions of the community?
A ridiculous sense of happiness. Everybody is so happy to see one another and to be alive and a part of it, and the colors and just the energy that's here. It's the non-going energy of I don't know, love, I guess, community.
And before you came here, did you have fears about favelas or Rocinha? And have your perceptions changed?
I was a little worried about the plumbing. Wasn't sure how I was going to handle everything. And yes, it seems to work. You just toss the paper in the bin.
I had actually a little bit of a fear of just traveling to different places, and my girlfriend started to take me on trips around the world, and that really helped me get over that. And then when it came to this place, Rocinha, yeah, I was a little nervous, but we've just been completely welcomed by everyone, and just not only do we feel at ease, we feel welcome.
What would you tell others about your experience here in Rocinha? Like, if there was a message to tell people about the favela in general, or what would you tell them?
This is where Brazil is. This is where the culture is. If you really want to come here and experience Rio de Janeiro, this is where you would come to stay. You'd contact Jody, stay with him and his mom, and really see the life here.
You mean Obi?
Oh yeah, Jody, not Obi. So you'd contact Obi, stay with him and his mom in their hostel at the very top of it, and really experience, what life in Rio de Janeiro is.
And I would say, there's definitely a don't judge a book by its cover story here. If you don't understand something, rather than to vilify it or treat it at arm's length, try to understand it. And that's what we're trying to show here in the message, I think, is rather than look at people in the favela as lesser than other people, I think there's a story to be said that they're even more heroic than your average person, because they're doing more with less. they're eking out a better life for themselves with nothing, starting with very, very little. And I mean, we're just inspired by it.
Would you like to come back to Rocinha?
Who said we're leaving?
So, but at some point you will have to leave. But do you have plans to return?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Or would you like to return?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. You know, we're only here for a week, and it's just scraping the surface. We want to get to know people even more, and come back and and see how it changes over the years too. So yeah, we would definitely like to come back if we're invited.
And if you come back, what would you do differently? Bring less equipment.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we were shooting in Chile before this, so we have a lot of equipment. But yeah, I mean, it was getting the equipment into the house we're staying at. Jody's house was intense, so we might bring a little bit less, be a little leaner. I think also I'd come in with even more of a comfortable attitude and just dive right into things even more without having any of the fear, involved with it. Although our first 2 days were pretty aggressive. So.
And what do you see as the future for Freethinkmedia?
Well, this series is gonna be one of a lot that we're releasing, and we're gonna release particularly to younger Americans and the world in late 2015, early 2016. We're hoping to grow a big audience with great stories like what's happening here, and we want to do what our name suggests, which is freethink. We want people to challenge conventional thoughts, disrupt their popular notions about things, and be more free-thinking and open-minded. And what better place to encourage that than what's happening in Rocinha?
Is there anything else that you'd like to say in regards to, I don't know, your experience here? Or, I don't know, just anything in general that you think that people would want to know about Rocinha or about your experience here? Safety, I don't know. Just how do you feel about being here?
Yeah, I could say something.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that surprised me that I've been really interested in is the issue of self-esteem and dignity and self-worth. And I see the people here and the people that we've been working with, you, Zazinho, and others, are just all working on raising self-esteem, raising a feeling of self-worth. And I just think more power to y'all. I mean, that's what it's all about for any community, and this community is just really incredible in how it helps each other do that, even against all the odds and against people on the outside that aren't really helping with that. So just keep on rocking out. We're honored to be welcome here and just to observe and live it just for a little bit.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to comment on the kind of natural beauty of the place and of the people. It seems so chaotic and kind of aggressive, and there's this really beautiful, organic. I don't know. It's like a feeling. It's something about it that really just kind of mesmerizing about it. And it's like when people look at it, like this picture that you have behind you, people would just straight see chaos. But it's really just beautiful, and I think it took being here to really see how beautiful it is and really experiencing it.
So can you give us contact information or how people can access your website or find out more about the work you do?
Sure. So freethinkmedia.com is the website. Hopefully in the future we'll have freethink.com as well. We're on Facebook. I'm Clay Broga. This is Dustin Oakley. Again, the company's Freethink. So yeah, find us online. That's where the video will be distributed, videos, and feel free to reach out to us. We want to keep in touch with everyone we've met here.
And I want to thank you for giving this interview to help promote your work so that people in the favela can see that people from the outside can come in here and can do things that benefit the community and show the community the good things in the community.
One world. We're all in this together. Woo!
Thank you.